Hello, hello, Pisces. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I'm coming to you to talk about December. I am programming the cards for you. We're going to be talking about November 28th through January 1st, because it'll be 5 weeks from Saturday to Sunday, 7-day stretches. I'm going to program these cards for your overview. And we will get into something like this. Program those a little extra. These are ready to go for the overview. And I'm going to go ahead and program these in advance for the first week of December, being, of course, November 28th through December 4th. Excellent. We will get these taken care of. They will be awesome. A little extra. I'll pick a pile. And these ones are going to be ready for the 1 week, the first week at the end of this video. I'm going to go ahead and lay these cards out. We're going to get 5 columns, 1 for each week, and 3 rows. 1 row being where we are, the next row being what's blocking us, and the 3rd row will be our solution. All the cards in front of me will be right side up. I don't read them upside down. That is just how I do it. There are no bad cards in the deck. They're just lessons, so let's keep that in mind. So I'm going to set these aside, and we will get into it, Pisces. Let's just see what's in front of us. So in the first week of December, being November 28th through December 4th, we are looking at the foundation of your power being at play. All right, so that's going to be what's going on, is you are playing around with your foundation of power. The Wheel of Fortune comes up next, telling us that your karma is blocking you. You've maybe sown a seed or two in the past that is coming up like a weed, and it will block you. Okay, so pay attention to that and let that be okay. Sometimes it's necessary for us to have a little lesson to grow through. Okay. With that being said, the answer will be to take your ideas and go on the road. Take your ideas and share them with the world. You know enough about what you're doing that you can share your information, and that will help you and be a solution to the situation where something is blocking you that's from your past. And maybe you can use your ideas to get beyond it. Okay? Cool. So the next week, being November 5th through the December 5th through the 11th, we are looking at the King of Swords, meaning that this is a week when there's going to be some power play going on, and you may be the one with the power, but you may not be. It looks like there's a power play going on, but it's not you. The area where you're blocked is the Ace of Swords, meaning that somebody's going to stand in your way and say you don't have power. So there will be a bossy fella in play. So pay attention to how the bossy fella is interpreting the situation. And the 5 of Cups has shown up to say that as your solution, you are focusing too much on the past. So if this person was an ally in the past, they are not an ally now. And it's important for you to turn to your new allies. You've been making new allies, and we want you to focus on the new allies instead of the old. Okay? Cool. We'll get more information about this later. This is how we're going. Okay? So, the week of December 12th through the 18th, there is the devil. We are in a position where we might sabotage ourselves, cause ourselves a little trouble. Okay? An area where you're blocked. If you can be blocked when you're sabotaging yourself, this is interesting. fighting for your ideas or rallying people to your ideas. This is the Five of Wands. We are rallying people to our ideas, or we're trying to. It's not going to work very well. So you're not going to do really well in the peer pressure. So as you go about sabotaging yourself, you're not going to be taking anyone with you. That's what I'm saying. And that's what it shows, is that you're going to do it all by yourself. But by doing it all by yourself, you're actually going to come up with a new idea. So the solution to your sabotage for yourself is the Ace of Wands. So something good will come out of this. It'll be a new idea. Excellent. We'll get more in depth later. The week of December 19th through the 25th, we are looking at things coming back into balance. So you're going to be able to get some justice here. Something that wasn't so fair is going to start feeling fair, and that's a good news, because it makes you crazy when it's not fair. Okay? The other thing to know is that where you're blocked is, this is not going to be a good week for work. Okay? We want you to take charge of that little situation and know that you're not going to be working. Okay? And that's okay. It's Christmas. Enjoy. Get a tree. It'll be great. So do enjoy the holiday. You don't have to work to make the money. Not this week. But you also need to pay attention to how you're using your money. Your solution is to keep things in balance financially. This is the Two of Pentacles. We are definitely going to try and balance our finances. Don't go over spendy-wendy, because you aren't working this week. And that's okay. It's part of what we do. All right? Because, well, let's face it. The week of December 26th through the 1st, we're into something new. There will be the gift of finance. Money is coming anyway this week. Right after Christmas, you're going to have more work or more money coming to you, and that's awesome. So enjoy that. Let that be a wonderful gift. We have the Temperance card as being where you're blocked. So that means there's part of you that is programmed to believe that there's never enough, and that is a blocking thing for you. You need to kind of reprogram your brain as you look back over the many years that you've been here and seeing that somehow it always manages to work out, Pisces. Let's get after it. Let's be okay with how it is, right? Embrace the truth, which is it always works out. There's always enough. And if we can reprogram our brains, we can open our hands and accept what's coming, right? Sometimes we just do this under the waterfall of money, and the fact is we only get this much money. But if we were to do this, we would get more, okay? So it's not coins, it's paper. Pay attention. Try to allow flow in your life. Work on that and get some flow going so that you have, like, if you want to clean out a closet, that might be really helpful to help create more flow and more financial benefit in your life. Excellent, right? Because the Six of Cups comes up as your solution. You always want to help others. So this is you wanting to help from the bottom of your heart. This is the shirt off your back. Like I said, clean out your closets. It's time to share what you have physically in a way that is, if you want to help out, give from what you already have instead of going out and buying new stuff for someone, okay? Because that's kind of where we're at, and that's what's going on, okay? So, Pisces, I'm going to set these cards aside, and we will go in depth on those next in other videos. But of course, we are going to go in depth first on the first week of December, 28th, November 28th through December 4th. And we have these 3 cards out in front of us, and we pre-programmed these, so they are all good to go. That is wonderful news. We're going to talk about some new stuff right now. So we had talked about the foundation of your power being in play December 28th or November 28th through December 4th, right? So your foundation power is there. You will not be popular in your thinking, so people are always going to be opposed to what you're thinking. It is sort of something that happens, but there is one ally in the bunch who does think the way you do. All right, there will be one person in your collection of people who thinks the way you do, and you should definitely hook up with that person, get that person on point with you so that you have a united front to deal with, or at least that you feel like you're less crazy. Because sometimes it makes you nuts when you don't have people doing what you do, right? So keep that in mind. We're talking about the area where you're blocked being the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune, we talked earlier about the fact that you have some karma coming back. How you've handled your power in the past is at issue. And we need to find a way to get your point across without it being as intense as it has been in the past, and therefore greasing the wheels and getting things done. So just kind of, it's going to block you, but there's somebody financially minded who's still going to be involved in this situation. This is the King of Pentacles. They are going to have something to say about all of this, and they may be pushing things in the right direction. Interestingly, we have the Wheel of Fortune a second time, which is telling me this is very karmic for you. All of this is very karmic. It could be that you haven't had people in support of you in the past, and therefore it's been difficult for you to get your ideas put out, which is interesting because your solution is to take your ideas and share them with the world. It will be the beginning of a new cycle for you, a new idea, a new thing, but you will be victorious. This is the 10 of Wands that shows me that you are going out, you're sharing your ideas, you are teaching, you're being a part of, and things are going very well, but it might not be where you're used to being when you do this. So think about that, and it's a new avenue that may be opening up for you. This is exciting for you, okay? Hang in there, Pisces, and we will talk next about December 5th through the 11th. Thank you.